Hey gang, Sally here. Hope you're having an amazing and fascinating day. I know I am. A little bit different view you're getting from me here. I'm actually sitting on the passenger side in the recliner that's next to my door right over here. And these are the thermal curtains that I use to block off sun when it's really hot or privacy in the evening when I don't want to close my bedroom door. So now you know more about how I live in my rig. What have we got going on today? Well, we're running some errands. We're doing a pickup at Sam's Club and a pickup at Walmart, and we're getting gas. And then I'm going the wrong way trying to get back to camp. I sped up some of that for you so you don't have to sit through the whole wrong way scenario. I'm also talking about why it is that I'm picking up these things at Sam's Club and Walmart and what it is that I'm trying to do to improve the healing of my broken foot on the road. So, as always, thank you for being here. Special thanks to my channel members. If you want to consider becoming one, and there are some perks for you for doing that, you can scan the QR code right over here. If you think you're subscribed, double check to make sure. YouTube spontaneously unsubscribes people, and I've been unsubscribed from several of the channels that I subscribed to as well recently, so I know they're doing it again. And I can see it in my channel numbers as they go up and down. So part of what I can tell is if I lose a dozen subscribers in one day, that's YouTube. If I lose one as well, somebody got bored and canceled their subscription, which is fine, you know. I'm not trying to coerce people to be here, but I just want those of you that want to be here to know that that's what's going on. And it's worth checking with other channels that you normally watch to make sure you're still subscribed to them as well. So thank you so much for that. But the real thing that helps YouTube is to interact with the video, to like, to leave a comment, to share it with somebody that you think might get something out of it. So thank you for being here. Let's roll the intro and we're going to get right into this.
Wake up with the sun in our eyes. Sally forth, no need for goodbyes. Journey calls, let's roll the dice. Every mile a new surprise.
I'm using a new app that helps me figure out which way I want to point in order to get the sun hitting my RV the way I would prefer. And I think I've almost got it figured out, so that's pretty cool. Yes, I put everything else away. Okay, good. So we're pulling out of this lovely primitive site. Not going real far today. We're going to go do a pickup at Sam's Club and another one at Walmart. And I am pleased to report that my tire that was causing me a problem when I was back in Quartzsite, which has been, that was Wednesday, so it's 4 days. Today, by the way, today is Saturday, March the 29th, 2025. It is 64 degrees outside. And the wind has calmed down. It was pretty windy earlier, which is why I have a shirt on, because it was pretty chilly. The feels like was much lower than the actual temperature. And yeah, we're going to run up into the north end of Bullhead City and hit Sam's Club. I've already got orders in to pick up. And then we're going to come south in Bullhead City and hit Walmart, and I got an order to pick up there. And then we're coming back to camp and making breakfast. How about that, Kit? Does that sound like a good idea? So I won't show you the entire trip. I'll just let you get a little bit of the view as we're leaving this morning. I'm liking it here, although when the wind just died down a few minutes ago when we were out walking, a whole bunch of little annoying bugs came out, including one that flew into my ear. I think I got it out though. So, not a big fan of annoying little bugs. So, and I wanted to adjust that camera view a little bit, get you a little more kit. Can we get more kit that way? I can't tell because I'm looking directly at the sun and I can't see the camera screen at all. So you do have to pay for day use here, which is down by the river. Yeah, I think that's a better view of Kit. We were just getting his head before. Let's see if we do that. Yeah, there we go. Get more of me than I want, but that's okay. So, in many ways, I have plenty to eat. But I'm doing a couple of things in terms of adjusting my my diet that I'll share with you as we drive for a minute or two here. And part of what's going on is, you know, I got this broken foot. When I went to the doctor a little over a week ago now, he said the bone has not yet fused, and it had been 7 weeks at that point, by which time I feel like it should have come closer to fusing than it apparently has. But, you know, I'm an overachiever and I want things done over with and quickly. So one option is to take calcium supplements, but calcium is not really readily absorbed and then bioavailable. And I believe it's kind of a lie that the medical industry has been telling us. Take calcium supplement, well, take any kind of supplement, right? The reality is, in my opinion, that if you eat appropriately to feed whatever it is that you need, then there's no need for supplements. So I want to increase my bioavailable calcium, and what that means to me is that I have in my shopping carts that I'm picking up today, I have a bunch of calcium-rich foods, which include sardines. Now, I've never been a fan of sardines. We're going to give this a try. I may not be able to tolerate it. And canned bone-in salmon. And again, I've never really been a fan, but we're going to see how it goes. I've looked up some different combinations to be able to make it palatable to me. And I am hopeful that this is going to work out well. We're going to find out. Parmesan cheese is another one that's very high in calcium. In fact, it's one of the highest things for bioavailability. And so part of what I see myself eating is a salmon on salad with Parmesan cheese and capers and tomatoes. Yeah, that's what I got in mind. That's one of the things I've got in mind. Mashed sardines with lemon juice on avocado toast. And again, I think I'm going to try that with tomatoes. So we're going to give this stuff a try, and we're going to see how it works out, and hopefully it works out well. You just never know. Could be good, could be bad. And, you know, if I can't tolerate the sardines and the salmon, it will be a failed experiment, but that's okay. We're going to give it a try. Kale is also high in calcium. So one of the things I'm going to do is, like, I'm going to do a brown rice and quinoa combination from Seeds of Change, and I'm going to combine that with kale and salmon and put that on a salad. Actually, I might turn that into like a warm skillet dish. We'll see. But I want to do something. Oh, there's 2 real estate companies in there. I didn't realize. I mentioned River City Realty in my video previous, where Debbie and Carol were so kind to help me out by printing documents. What's really funny is, you know, Debbie was commenting on my rig when the guy from the DMV, sorry, Carol was commenting on how much she liked my rig when the guy from the DMV and I came out to do the VIN inspection, and I didn't get a chance to talk with her, but I had a feeling that she had gone in the realty office because, you know, they have designated parking spaces just for them. And so when I went in there, she recognized me from my channel. She had not yet been a subscriber, but she had watched some of my videos. So I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, I was pretty happy about that. Oh, excuse me. I swear, every time I leave the campground, it takes us in some different route, but oh well. going to try not to spill my coffee all over the place today. And I think I'm going to leave you right here since we are driving directly into the sun again, and I can't see, so you probably can't see either. Here's Club Pickup. So next we're going to Walmart, and I just looked up fuel prices, and fuel here is $3.01, and at Smith's it's $2.89. So we're going to try Smith's and hope I can actually fit in their parking lot. And if not, I guess I'll be coming back to Sam's Club. Or another location.
In 600 feet, turn right toward Aviation Way.
So we're going to do our pickup order at Walmart first. And because I don't allow any substitutions, I don't want them giving me something other than what I ordered. So we'll do that first.
Turn right toward Aviation Way, then turn left onto Aviation Way.
Look at that puppy dog. It's okay, Kit. Kit! Thank you. You don't have to bark at everything, baby boy. I know you think you do. I actually like getting gas at Sam's Club because just like doing scan and go in the store, you can do scan and go at the pump. And that makes it much more convenient. So I don't have to get my wallet out or anything. I just use my phone, scan the QR code on the pump, and it even knows which credit card I prefer to use for gas versus which credit card I use for shopping in the store, which I think is very cool. I mean, I could use either one if I wanted to, but I like that it knows which one I prefer. Well, that's a pretty good view all the way across the river and up the hill to the mountains there, huh? And we were up and down this road the other day when we were going to take 5. So once again, I'm going to pick you up after Walmart. So one of the advantages to doing an early morning pickup is that I can actually park in the pickup slots. So we're going to do this right here. So we got our pickup order. And now we have to go park.
Explain. Harold's favorite.
I listen to audiobooks while I'm driving. Now we have to go park and go get some produce. But I wasn't comfortable letting them choose my produce for me. I may get to that point, but I'm not there yet. So we're going to drive out to the end here so that I don't have to stop for every person walking in and out of the store. Pretty good size Walmart here. So we're gonna go in and get the produce, and then we're gonna see about getting fuel, and then we're going back to camp. And that'll be today. I'm gonna come all the way up here, and I'm gonna hope maybe I can take that guy's handicap cart. We are all done at Walmart with produce now, $15 later, which, you know, not all that bad. In case you don't know, you really need to watch whenever you're ringing stuff up and make sure that you're paying the same price that you thought you were. Because, like in this case, there was a guy there that was going through and he was marking stuff up as I was going through the produce aisles. Fortunately, nothing that I was buying got marked up, but I bought romaine lettuce hearts, and the shelf price was $1.97, and I got charged $3.42. And I pointed it out to the clerk at the station, and it took her forever to go and verify. And then she's telling me that I'm getting a bargain, and I'm thinking, no, I'm not getting a bargain. I'm paying a not inappropriate price for what I'm buying, and you've got the wrong price in your scanning machine, software. Not my fault, their fault. But if you don't pay attention to that stuff, I mean, that would have been $1.55, you know, which is not, it's not far from being double the amount that it was actually supposed to be charged. So keep an eye on prices, guys. Okay, so I've got enough food to last me quite a while now. I think for breakfast today, we're going to try the avocado toast and sardines. See how that goes. But first, we're going to try and get fuel. And I hope it works out, because we have to backtrack. I think we're backtracking a little bit after that to get back to the park, to the campground. But, you know, it is what it is. And I'm not sure I've shown you this part of Bullhead City yet. Indian Oven looks to be well out of business. Unless it's that food truck that was in the parking lot. Interesting. And I think we might be out of Bullhead City now, or just about out, and we're heading to Fort Mojave. And I think this is one of the few times that I've stayed someplace, but I've been in and out almost every day. Yesterday I stayed home. I didn't go anywhere. I just I did some stuff. I got a video out with apparently an audio problem from what one of my viewers has let me know. And that was pretty much all, well, yeah, that was pretty much all I got done. So that was yesterday. This is today. Today has been very busy, and it's only 9:02 a.m. So hopefully we're going to get fuel down here. Ah, okay. Yeah, this is where we came initially at the PetSmart there on the right, and got Kit's nails trimmed as we came into town last Wednesday. And then we had this whole thing where Google tried to take me down Bullhead Parkway, which was closed and still is. And then it brought me back this way. So I actually won't be detouring, even if this fuel stop doesn't work out appropriately. Hopefully it will. What's kind of cool is today is the 29th of March, and I think the last time I got fuel was the 9th of February. So about 7 weeks. So pretty chuffed about that. But I have been spending an awful lot of money at the grocery stores yesterday, so hopefully I'm going to get my act together and start planning my food choices better and stop overbuying. But part of it is, like, there were certain things that I needed like almonds, and it makes much more sense to buy a 3-pound bag at Sam's Club, which is roughly the same price as buying a 10 or 12 ounce bag at Walmart. And I did get the expensive avocado cups already pre-smashed instead of trying to pick out avocados, although I have gotten better at picking out avocados than I used to be. Well, this gas station turned out to be tighter than I thought it was going to be, just by virtue of the way people parked right in front of me. And now we're going to try and get out of here.
Turn left for Aztec Road, then turn right.
I just had a lovely conversation with some folks at the gas station.
Towards South Highway 95.
No, we have to go left, not right. Google's going to try and take me back up the wrong way. We're on to you, Google.
Head west toward Aztec Road.
We are on to you. So, and I just got a call from the campground to see if I wanted to grab another electric slate
Head
tonight,
south toward Aztec Road.
which I
North toward South Highway 95.
turned down because I don't really need to spend the money, for one thing. Am I going to be able to get out of here?
Head north toward East Gemini
Yes.
Street. In 100 feet,
Okay.
right on East Gemini Street.
So we got 11 miles to get back
Right
to
on
camp.
East Gemini Street, then turn left onto Arizona 95 North.
Oh, and I forgot to take pictures of my fuel tank. Oops. Oh well. I guess I'll just be having a minute with that. So it was like $88. I think it was about 30 gallons. And considering that I was running my generator to run my AC for several days in a row while I was still in Quartzsite, I don't think that's all that bad. What's this one doing? He's going straight across. Okay.
Continue on Arizona 95 North for 3 miles.
Okay. Alright, so we are on our way back to camp. I was just double checking the directions to make sure that Google wasn't sending me in some weird wrong way again, but it's not. So we're good. Alright, so 11 miles back to camp. And then we're going to reset ourselves. Oh, wait, it is. Crap, this is the wrong way. This is the wrong way. Yeah. Taking me back up to Bullhead Parkway where we know the road is closed. Oops.
Turn right on Aztec Road.
Okay, so Smith's and Safeway are right across the street from each other. Isn't that convenient? Okay, let's try this again and see if we can get it right.
Continue on Aztec Road for 3 miles.
Pretty sure this is right. We're gonna find out. Hope it's right, because I'm both thirsty and hungry. plan today was to start figuring out my route and what I might want to see along the way. We'll see how much progress I make with that. May not be all that much. Stay pretty close to real time with my videos, and I guess that means that if I stay parked in some location for a while, you may just be getting a throwback travel video in order to continue giving you stuff to watch. And you know, I think that'll be okay too. We'll see how it goes. Staying real time, or trying to stay real time, will be a whole new adventure for me. Yeah, this looks familiar. This looks the way we came the other day. So we are right now in Arizona. So we started this morning in Nevada, and then we crossed the river into Arizona to go to Sam's Club. And so Sam's Club, Walmart, and Smith's were all in Arizona. But we're going to cross the river again in another minute. I don't understand this Mojave Crossing Casino. The parking lot is completely empty. It says food court open 7 days. I don't see any cars in the parking lot at all. But the parking lot is open. That's just, I don't know. It's just bizarre. Alright, so here's the Colorado River again. Pretty nice. And then we got the Avi Casino Resort over here. Lowest price cigarettes, because it's a casino, it's an Indian casino. Oops, let's stay out of the cracks. And what's their gas price? $3.99? That's crazy. I just paid $2.89. Why on earth would their gas be so high? I don't understand that at all. I swear I went left the last time. Well, what do I know? Oops, let's stop at the stop sign. Good sized casino there. Big RV park over here. Oh, it's a KOA journey. I really don't like KOAs. I used to stay at KOAs a lot with my travel trailer when I was just, you know, stopping to sleep along the way. Yeah, this is different than we came the last time, but I think it'll work. We're gonna find out. But yeah, it's basically a parking lot with hookups. I don't really need that. There are just way too many options that are better than that as far as I'm concerned. And that includes Walmart parking lot. And why do I say that? Because I would rather park for free in Walmart overnight than pay probably, I don't know what they're run now, but I mean, when I was doing it, they were $30 to $50 a night for, you know, the ones that are really jammed up as parking lots. So now, let's say $50 to $100 a night. I just don't want to pay all that money to park overnight. And we got farm equipment in front of us. It's a no passing zone, but I can see around him. Just like that. So the temperature's up to 69. Woohoo! I think the high today is going to be 79. So yeah, I don't want to pay 10 bucks just to plug in. You know, if it gets hot, I'll run the generator. I don't think it's going to get hot. It was really beautiful yesterday afternoon. Yeah, this is definitely different than the way we came the last time. You never know what Google's got in mind. But this road seems to be in better shape than if I had turned left at that last stop sign. It'd be funny if I go back and look at the video and find out, no, this is exactly the way we came the last time. Which is, you know, entirely possible. Okay, so we've got like 6 more miles of this before we get back near the campground. So I think I'm going to leave you right here. And I'll pick you up again as we're getting situated. And we're back. And we're back. Yeah, but then I stand the risk of somebody else taking primitive. Yeah, but then I stand the risk of somebody else taking primitive, and
Yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah, that's true.
I think I'm probably going to stay until Tuesday, but I still haven't decided. I think I'm probably going to stay until Tuesday, but I still haven't decided yet. It's fine. So, cool. Thank you. The other people didn't want it? The other people didn't want it?
No, I asked one of them really
Here we are, going back to the same place that we left this morning. Going back to the same place that we left this morning. So I'm guessing you don't need to see that either.